Hi guys, I'm Dean and welcome back to another edition of The Inebriologist. Yeah, so this week, kind of going for one of my, speciality beers, which I've tried a couple of times before. I've had it, actually the last time I had it was in Belgium. I know what you're thinking, again, he's going back to Belgium with his Belgian beers, and, but again, I am a bit biased, I think, when it comes to Belgian beers. I do love my Belgian beers. All different types of Belgian beers, really. I think there's one style that really does hit it home for me is usually with quadruple beers, and the triple beers are very good as well. But this week is going to be something a little bit different. This is going to be like a Belgian beer which is sort of aged in casks for 4 years, matured in Bordeaux wine barrels for 4 years. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see, see and taste. Well, you can't see the taste, but I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, so it's probably best just to show you what beer it is anyway. So the beer I'm going to reveal this week is, so the brewery is Distruce. Where's the logo? There we are. The logo is just on the side there. So this is another Distruce beer, which is called Pannepotte. But this is the special reserve. The original Pannepotte is a beer which is just sort of kept it's just matured in sort of standard barrels for a year. Whereas this one, which is the Grand Reserve, this has been aged, matured for 4 years on Bordeaux wine barrels from France. So the vintage as well, I forgot to mention, is 2014. Be interesting to see how it's sort of fared for the last year and a half. As I've said, I've kept it for a year and a half, so be interesting to see what it tastes like after that amount of time. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention as well, it is a strong beer, so the ABV on it is 10%. But to be honest, with Distruce, that's probably like an average sort of an average alcohol percentage for them, because they do beers going up to about 20-odd%, which is just unreal. But this one is a mere 10%. So without further ado, time to get it into a glass and see what we've got. It's starting to rise, so best to get in the glass now. So here we go. Yeah, I forgot to mention my glass again, but you've seen this glass about 1 million times anyway, which is my Distruce Teku glass, so you have to have the glass to go with a Distruce beer. So there's like sort of one finger head to it. The colour is a very, very, very dark, reddy brown colour really, which is interesting. Still looks quite dark on the camera anyway, but to me, looking up to the light, it's kind of like a ruby sort of brown, reddy sort of colour to it, But apart from that, because it's such a dark colour on it, there's not much else to say about the colour. I can already smell it, or it's unbelievable smell already. So this will swiftly lead me on to the smell of it. So have a little bit of a smell and see what we got. Oh, unbelievable smell. Very complex smelling. You can smell the wine barrels on that so much. The more you do swill it and then have a bit of a smell again, you can really smell that deep sort of fruity red wine smell on it. Unbelievable, because with these beers, when they are kept in sort of wine barrels or cognac barrels, brandy barrels, or even whiskey barrels, it is going to take on a little bit of that sort of alcohol that is already in the barrels, but it's the flavour of the previous liquid that's been in it. So in this case, the Bordeaux wine, it takes on that flavour of not only the wine, but it's also the oak casks as well. Slightly sort of vinous sort of smell to it. It is fruity, it does smell incredibly fruity, but you can smell, it's like that sort of, like a vinous wine smell to it, which you'd get like with any sort of red or white wines. You can smell it straight away. It smells incredibly sweet as well, and also, just for good measure, a little bit of like a coffee smell right at the back. And cherries as well. There's another one in there that's quite prominent, is the smell of cherries. Oh, unbelievable smell. Right, I can't just keep smelling it forever, you know, but this is what it's all about. It's all about on the taste. So cheers everybody. Such a warming beer. Unbelievable flavour to it. It has all the characteristics of what you get with the casks. It's got that oaky, sort of slightly smoky flavour to it. You don't get much of it on the smell, but when it comes through on the flavour, on the taste, it is definitely there. And then what you've got is like the vinous quality to it, slightly acidic maybe at the back of the throat, or like on the sides, or where, you know, your palate picks up a lot of the sour notes. But it has this really sort of cognac-y sort of quality to it, you know. So it just, you can feel the heat of it as it goes down. It really does warm you up. And there's a lot of like sort of dark winter berry fruits in there as well. Originally, as I said, you know, there's like a slight coffee-ish smell there, and you definitely do get that on the taste, you know. So not much bitterness to it, to be honest. As I said, I don't mind bitterness in beers. But I think if you had too much bitterness in this, it would ruin the beer. It is well balanced, and again, as I said in previous videos, you know, where the sweetness is there, but, you know, if it's too sweet and there's nothing else to sort of counteract that sweetness, then the beer is kind of ruined, really, you know. But yeah, this is a sweet beer. It is well balanced with everything else, you know, so yeah, which is absolutely fantastic. And that's the thing, it's incredible how there is still a little bit of carbonation in there as well, because usually with a beer like this, it is a little bit on the thin side, but there's still carbonation there, which is mad, you know. It's a great beer, and it's nice to be reacquainted with it, since the last time I had it was in Belgium. But yeah, I've tried the two beers as well, so not only this one, which is the Panapot Special Reserve, the original Panapot as well, which is another great beer. But this really does elevate again with the Bordeaux barrels, because it brings a whole new dimension to the beer. So the score I'm going to give this beer this week, as I said, you know, it's great to be reacquainted with this beer, and it's been a while since I've had it. And you know, Destruce are a great brewery. I love pretty much all their beers. This is one of their sort of staple beers they've always done, and consistency is great. This is what I like about this brewery. The consistency is very, very good with them, and especially this one in particular. From the last time I had it, it's brought the memories back of exactly what it's about, you know. So the score I'm going to give this beer is a 4.25 out of 5, and well deserving, really. You know, it's got all those flavours there, as I was hoping, not only on the smell but on the taste as well. If you can get your hands on it, as I said, highly recommend. So yeah, so cheers. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe for more beer videos. I shall see you very soon. Iechyd da.